everyone, welcome to the top 10 list, and here's my top 10 personal favorite Terry Gilliam movies. Yes, I love Terry Gilliam. I love a lot of directors, and Terry Gilliam is one of the most unique and strange directors out there. He is awesome. He makes a lot of great comedy movies like the Monty Python films, and he makes a lot of great thought-provoking sci-fi films, and I thought I'd count down my top 10 personal favorite Terry Gilliam movies, because I love Terry Gilliam movies, and I thought I'd count down my top 10 personal favorite of his. However, I'm actually going to cheat a little. And this is the only time I'm ever going to do this. It's the only time. I swear it. And yeah, the reason I'm going to cheat a little bit is because in this top 10, I'm including a Terry Gilliam movie that wasn't actually directed by Terry Gilliam. He wrote the film and actually co-starred in the film, but he didn't direct it. But I'm going to still count it in this top 10 list because I love the film so much. And the film is a Monty Python film, and the film actually feels like a Terry Gilliam film. Yes, I know it's not directed by Terry Gilliam, but it feels like a Terry Gilliam film. And I know I'm cheating. This is the one time I'm going to do it, and if you know Terry Gilliam's work, you know what movie I'm talking about, but it's going to be in my top 10 list, spoilers, because I just had to include it, because I love the movie so much. So I'm going to cheat a little bit, so if anyone goes and types in the comment section, oh, that's not supposed to be there, that's not a Terry Gilliam movie, sorta, it is sorta, because he did write the film, co-star in the film, but he didn't direct it, but I'm going to cheat just this much, just this one list, okay? Alright, now that we cleared that up, let's get to the top 10 of my personal favorite Terry Gilliam movies. And before our top 10 list, you gotta give my honorable mentions, and I have two honorable mentions for Terry Gilliam's movies. First honorable mention is The Zero Theorem, great film, and the second one is Monty Python's And Now for Something Completely Different. Two great films just couldn't make the top 10 list. But what did make the top 10 was my number 10, and my number 10 is The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Yes, Dr. Parnassus! Yeah, this film is directed by Terry Gilliam, and it stars Heath Ledger, Christopher Plummer, Colin Farrell, Jude Law, Johnny Depp. Tremendous cast in a fantastic movie. Very underrated film. Not a lot of people have watched this movie, and not a lot of people really appreciate it. This is Heath Ledger's last movie, so you should appreciate it. You should. Because right after Heath Ledger died, three actors came on film and wanted to play his role, so three actors played the one role. That was Jude Law, Colin Farrell, and Johnny Depp, and they all do a freaking awesome job. Christopher Plummer is the lead as Dr. Parnassus, and he's fantastic. The visual wonder of this movie is just so good. I love just going in this Imaginarium and experience a dreamlike world. Things that you dream about and everything. It's just so good. Heath Ledger is awesome in this movie. God rest in peace. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger. Like, you're a fantastic actor, and you're brilliant in this movie. Everyone was brilliant in this movie. It was a visual wonder. There is some complicated things in the plot, and yes, the ending is a little confusing and a little strange, but I still like this movie. I love the visuals, love the performances, and I love Terry Gilliam's direction. It was a fantastic movie. Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, if you've not seen it, check it out. It's great. Coming number 9 is Jabberwocky. Yes, this is a very old-school Terry Gilliam movie, and honestly, I'm going to go quick with this movie. It's a great film. It's very underappreciated, and a lot of people have seen Jabberwocky, but if you like good action-adventure kind of comedies with a little bit of a psychological Terry Gilliam feel to it, you'll probably love this movie. It's a really good movie, very underappreciated. It's a well-told story, well-written. It's got fast-paced energy, and it's kind of funny, too, in a weird, dark way, like a typical Terry Gilliam film. All dark comedy, or very strange comedy, or British comedy. That's kind of like Jabberwocky. It's a great movie, very underrated. Check it out. Number 8 is Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. Yes, I love the Monty Python films. They're such fantastic, hilarious movies, and this is so funny. It's basically about a bunch of short stories talking about the meaning of life. They don't do it very well, but it's not meant to be. That's the joke. It's just showing you life throughout different parts of people's lives and everything. And you got the same 6 guys in all Terry Gilliam movies, like Eric Idle, Graham Chaplin, Terry Gilliam himself, Terry Jones, John Cleese, all of those guys are in it, and they're all so freaking funny. And The Meaning of Life is actually the first Monty Python movie that is a straight-up musical, too. Not every short story has a musical number, but when they are musical numbers, they're hilarious and kick-ass. The Sperm Song, freaking hilarious. There's just so many scenes in this movie that are just so iconic, just so freaking funny. Like the student classroom scene, you know, with John Cleese making love to his wife in front of all the students. It's hilarious. And of course, my favorite is the war scene when all the soldiers are trying to give their captain all these gifts during war. So funny. Like, there's so many scenes that are just so funny. All these actors are all fantastic. It's one of my favorite Monty Python movies. It's not the greatest Monty Python movie, but it's up there. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's funny. It's got some kick-ass songs in it. Coming number 7 is The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Another great movie. Very good performance by Uma Thurman. She was awesome in this movie. And yeah, this is a very quirky, kind of adventure, kind of dramatic film, and I love it. It's a lot about plays, a lot about the era. I love the age period this movie takes place in, and again, just Terry Gilliam's style works for this kind of movie, and this is a great film. The Adventures of Baron Munchausen is a friggin' awesome movie. It's a little quirky, but if you love quirky films, especially quirky films by Terry Gilliam, you'll have a blast with this movie. The performances are all great. Fantastic performances. The costumes, the productions, the cinematography, all very well done, and very well crafted, and I love this film. Coming number 6 is The Fisher King. Yes, I mentioned this in my Robert Williams top 10 list, and yeah, fantastic. Robert Williams is amazing in this movie. So is Jeff Bridges. I just love the story of this movie. I love a story about a guy who goes completely insane because his wife died. And there's this radio host, and he's one of the reasons why his wife died, and he feels guilty, and he has to take care of him, or he feels like he has to take care of him, or cure his illness and everything. And yeah, I love it. And I love going through the mindset of Robert Williams in this movie, because he's completely nuts. Like, he has, like, these hallucinations. He thinks he's on some quest to defeat a dragon, rescue the princess, and Jeff Bridges is just this guy thinking, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? And it's so funny, and it's so good with the dramatic scenes, and Robert Williams is awesome in this movie. Fantastic. His chemistry with Jeff Bridges was fantastic. They work great together. They had some pretty good comedic timing with each other, and some good comedic chemistry with each other, and performances top-notch. The comedy was top-notch, and the ending was just a really good, sweet ending. And yeah, very good story, very well directed, very well written, and of course, very well acted. Coming number 5 is 12 Monkeys. Yes, I mentioned this in my top 10 favorite time travel movies. 12 Monkeys is brilliant. It's so freaking good. The ideas of this movie are brilliant. Thought-provoking, clever ideas. Bruce Willis is fantastic in this movie. Friggin' great role. This role was made for Bruce Willis. But Brad Pitt stole this movie. He was brilliant in this movie as this complete psychopath. He was amazing. He got nominated for supporting actor. He probably should have won. He was brilliant in this movie. So freaking good. And just, this movie was just beautifully executed. And it was a very smart and very clever film. And this is a great time travel movie. You know, like a lot of time travel movies don't always get it very accurate. And yeah, this movie does have a little nitpicks here and there. But it does it well. Like, it feels very realistic and very dark and very psychological. And yeah, just how disturbing and psychological this movie is just makes it all the more amazing, all the more joyous to watch. And it's brilliant. The performances are brilliant. The story is brilliant. The writing is top-notch. And Terry Gilliam's direction is perfect. Very well executed, very well crafted time travel film. And I love 12 Monkeys. Coming number 4 is Time Bandits. Yes, I loved Time Bandits. When I was a kid, a lot of people had their Goonies. I had my Time Bandits. Like, I actually didn't watch the movie The Goonies until I was like 12. Like, I was a little bit older. I watched Time Bandits when I was like 6. And yeah, I know this is a little bit of a dark kids movie, but it's still a kids movie, and it's a great kids movie. And I just love a story about a kid who goes on an adventure with all these dwarves through all these time periods and everything, and I love it. This movie is so funny, and it's got some great action, and I just love a good adventure movie. I love a good dark adventure movie, and that's what Time Bandits is. I love frickin' Time Bandits. And of course, how can we not forget, Return the Map! Return what you stolen from me. I love this. I used to quote this movie when I was a kid, and everyone was quoting Goonies. I was quoting freaking Time Bandits. Time Bandits and Monster Squad. Yes, 2 kids movies a lot of people didn't watch when I was a kid, but yeah, I love Time Bandits. I love Monster Squad too. Very good, guilty pleasure of mine, but yeah, we're not talking about Monster Squad. Time Bandits. Time Bandits is awesome. Terry Gilliam made a great kids film. He should probably do some more kids films. He's really good at them, because I love Time Bandits. Number 3 is Life of Brian. Yes, this is the movie I said I'm cheating with, because this movie is directed by Terry Jones, not Terry Gilliam. Yes, this movie does feel like a Terry Gilliam movie, because this is a Monty Python movie. It feels like a Terry Gilliam movie. Terry Gilliam even stars in this movie. He wrote this movie. That's why I'm counting it, because it felt wrong not to include this movie in the Terry Gilliam top 10 list. Yes, Terry Jones. Yes, he directed the movie. Yes, he even co-directed Meaning of Life. But that was Terry Gilliam's movie. But this movie is very good. Again, like, it feels like a Terry Gilliam film. That's why I had to put it on. This is one of the best comedies of all time. Life of Brian is genius comedy. Like, the writing in this movie is top-notch writing. It is so freaking funny, and again, all of them do such a good job. Michael Palin, Eric Idle, Graham Chaplin, all of them, John Cleese, are all so brilliant in this movie. It's just so freaking funny. And, like, I know a lot of people, like, got a little offended when this movie came out because it pokes fun at religion. It's a religion farce kind of thing, and some people really didn't like this movie. They're like, oh my god, how dare they! Screw you, Terry Gilliam, and screw you, Monty Python! But honestly, this movie is good, and it's comedy. Like, you can't really take comedy too seriously, and, like, honestly, you shouldn't. And I know some people actually even got offended at the ending when they're all crucified and all singing. I kind of enjoy that scene, not because they're getting crucified, it's because I love the meaning of that scene. Like, the whole meaning of that scene is look at the bright side of life, because people in this life have it much worse than you. You might think you have a bad life, but believe me, there's people out there that have it worse than you, so look on the bright side, because there's always a bright side to life. And even in the afterlife, there will always be a bright side. And that is such a good and deep meaning, and especially for a Monty Python film, man. I love this movie. The comedy is at its best, the acting is great, and just so many jokes, so many iconic scenes in this movie, and it's one of the greatest comedies of all time. Coming number 2 is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yes, this was one of the first Monty Python movies. Actually, it's the second Monty Python movie, but oh my god. I mentioned this in my top 10 favorite comedy movies with my buddy, and we both absolutely love this movie. We both think this is like one of the greatest comedies of all time. It's one of the greatest British comedies. It's one of the greatest comedies in general. It is fantastic. This movie is brilliant. It's so good. Like, again, all the actors return, all the Monty Python actors, they're all so freaking funny. And, like, yeah, just the jokes in this movie are just so iconic jokes, like the, I'm not dead, and, of course, the knights who say, me, and, of course, like, the Bridge of Doom, and, of course, the, like, there's so many just iconic jokes in this movie, and it's just brilliant. The writing is brilliant, the performances are brilliant, and Terry Gilliam just made a brilliant comedy. Like, this is like a movie I've always quoted, and it's like this is the king of Monty Python films. Like, if you want to know what the best Monty Python film is, it's Monty Python and the Holy Grail, because it's amazing. It's brilliant comedy at its best. And my number 1 personal favorite Terry Gilliam movie is Brazil. Yes, Brazil. This is not only the best Terry Gilliam movie, but this is like one of the best movies. Like, this is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Definitely in like the top 100. I know, like top 100, but yeah, seriously, it's amazing. It's so good. There's so many themes and layers to this movie, and the story is brilliant. It's smart, thought-provoking, and a little unpleasant, but just so freaking good. It deals with bureaucracy, it deals with reality, it deals with a lot of issues, and it's just done so well, thanks to great execution. Terry Gilliam did an amazing job. He directed a fantastic film, and the way he structuralized and executed this film was top-notch filmmaking. And like, I love the little performance of Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro is the little bit in this movie, and his performance is fantastic. But Jonathan Pryce is the lead in this movie, and he's so freaking good as this character, who is a very interesting and very intuitive character. And yeah, it's fantastic. All the characters are very interesting and three-dimensional, very complex characters, and that is all thanks to Terry Gilliam. This is the masterpiece. This is the Terry Gilliam masterpiece right here, and it's a phenomenal film. It's well crafted, it's well executed, it's so thought-provoking, and it always makes you think after the end of the movie, like, whoa, what just happened? And like, you just want to watch it again and again and figure out everything that just happened in this movie, and it's just that good. It has the rewatchability too. Like, it's not like a movie that's so disturbing you could ever watch it again. It's very, very well done, very well handled, and it is the greatest Terry Gilliam movie. It is my all-time favorite Terry Gilliam movie. Yeah, that was my top 10 personal favorite Terry Gilliam movies. So yeah, please in the comment section below, give me your top 10 personal favorite Terry Gilliam movies. Comment below and let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.